We're going to send it out.
Yeah, we'll email it to you
Yeah,
from the emails that you've written down.
Do you have flyers or some type of marketing tool that you know I can have one copy so I can market it?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, and we can send that sort of thing out too.
Okay.
So,
And as you can see, this form has various fields on it, and you can fill those out online and just say submit, and that's it. And we'll get it, it'll be cataloged, and we'll have the information. And that's a cloud application, by the way. That's a cloud. All right. So,
I just wanted to say that it's not a particular need, it's just listening to what's been said. If we have the 400 and so agencies, if we develop agency experts or an expertise in each agency, so that if you want the cloud application, these sets of agencies have been trained in that, and then within the 400 network, we can come to you.
Wow, great.
If you need, we have, you know, memos of understanding where, you know, as your agency needs that, then we'll agree to come out and do a trainer module for this, or these sets of organizations work with building websites for businesses. And so as we meet the needs that are common to each of our neighborhoods, we know who to refer either agency personnel and or community to. So
What a great idea.
AKAs are seniors, so if you will, I'm gonna feed my seniors here, or if I bring someone new to the organization that has a grant that deals with seniors, go see Judith and she can teach you to bring this to our agency. And we just kind of, with 400 agencies, if we get 400 agency experts in different areas, then no one agency or one person or is trying to learn everything, but we've got this collective knowledge that we can
that's a great idea.
access.
And also, I agree with you on that, because the basic training that they were talking about for, as far as Microsoft Office, and that's something that I could do in my sleep, okay? But you see, so if we have different people at different organizations that can do other kinds of trainings, and I like teaching, I don't mind volunteering my time, you know, when I can fit it, I do that. So I do it here. So there are things that each agency has that they have experts in, and they can use it and to help you and to the whole group. And I think that's a great idea about what you're talking about, to do that, because then we should put down what our expertise is when you send out something with that.
okay, Charles, and then and Ted.
I was at a meeting earlier, and there were about 20 different social service agencies there that were focused on aging, or seniors, grandparents raising grandchildren. There were legal folks there. And one of the things that happened over time, as they explained exactly what they did, it was so complex, and it interacted with what other people were doing, because some laws cover the same issues. So I suggested that a matrix of social services be created that people could access, not necessarily having to know what agency did something, but being able to describe what problem it is that you're working on, the age group, the ethnic mix, that whole routine, and that simplifies the process not only for ordinary people, if you will, but also for the people that provide these services, because when the laws were written, a module, for lack of a better word, that describes it, all the different features in it, was plugged into an application on the cloud, then it would immediately be available. You wouldn't have to go to a seminar necessary to learn about it. Just key in whatever it is you're searching or trying to do, and then have the application look for those specific links to address that.
Well, in fact, I think the app that won for the city, they had a contest for the apps. I think the app that won was something like that.
One of the things I wanted to mention, don't recreate the wheel. There's a lot of things that are actually out on the web that will help us with all these things. There's a lot of senior things, like, there's Mouser sizing, you can go out to that, okay? You can, I have a big list I give my people, when they're not at the class, that they can go to. Another wonderful resource out there is WCF Learn Free. It will teach you every version of Microsoft there is. So that's always good, even if you're in the workplace, because you can go check it out real quick and figure out how to fix something. Okay? Yeah, I mean, so what we need to do too is sit down and say, hey, what do you use? Well, what's going on? What works for you? I work with seniors too. I work with seniors, people who have developmental disabilities. I work with assistive technologies. Who do you work with when you have this problem? That's part of like what you were saying about different modules for things, and what you said, different resources. Yeah, we need to bring that all together, because we have a lot of information sitting here, and we need to share that with you too. Because I feel like Methuselah, but